And it looks like the fighters are now ready. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali, 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. He'll square off against Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And that's the opening bell, round one. Nice punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? These two were made for each other. Nice counter shot with the right hand. He misses with that jab. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart. They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punchers are the best.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greatest. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Aiming for the chin. He's headhunting right now.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Solid punch. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you and push his own weight on him.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about the greatest. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That one will count. Hey, those punches add up. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. And he misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about the greatest. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. He just misses with that big right hand. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. The perfect counter lands. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about the greatest. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Fantastic punch. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Good counter-punching from both these athletes. Missed him with that uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. What a punch.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greatest. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They score with that left hand. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A big left, but doesn't score with it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They score again with the left hand. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go, it's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He missed with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he just missed with that left jab. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. That's a scoring left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close. What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This fighter is sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
And there's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Trying to land that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Just missed with that jab. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Right punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Left punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about the greatest. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? How did they survive that? Throws the jab, but does not. Can they finish it? How is this fight still continuing? Good left counter that lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a counter left. Let's talk about the greatest. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Still swinging with nothing left. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That one lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who can... The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? That was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. Someone's will cave, but which fighter? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Go in the championship rounds, round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. No rest for the weary. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with the left uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Right punch. They are giving us a high-tempo show. And he fails to score with that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. They just missed with that big right hand. His jab just got blocked. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch. Can't land the jab there. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. surprise there, a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. Total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.